Goes wrong on the internet. Talking to a decoy, but you don't know it yet. It's CPP, West Virginia with the chat logs. Tracking you by your IP, we got you by the balls. Your chatting goes wrong on the internet. Talking to a decoy, but you don't know it yet. It's CPP, West Virginia with the chat logs. Tracking you by the IP, we got you by the balls.
There we go. Trying to get a good knock on that wood.
What if family's here prepping dinner for tomorrow?
There he is, ain't it? Yep. Hey, are you Mark? I need to have a talk with you real quick. Okay?
What is it about?
Come out here and sit down. We'll have a discussion. Is your mom?
Yeah.
His mother?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to have a talk with Mark. He has been talking to a child over the internet.
I'm not going to do it anymore. I already blocked them all.
Yeah, okay, but it doesn't matter, Mark. You already did it. You've already talked to them. You've already sent bad pictures to them.
Well, I'm not going to do it anymore, buddy.
But you did it already. You already sent your picture to her. Maybe turn my water off.
Okay, you're fine, honey.
I'm sorry for this, y'all. For real.
And you knew that was wrong, right?
But you knew you could get in trouble.
I know it's wrong.
Right.
I've already told them. I'm not going to talk to them anymore.
Well, you was just talking to her earlier, wasn't you?
I told her to stop.
You told her to stop.
Yes. Quit talking to me.
You gonna have to be honest now, Mark.
I swear to God, brother.
Mark.
I am a Christian.
I have the messages. I have all the messages. I have everything you said here.
I will call the Huntington police and tell them to come down here and tell her to stop.
Okay, it's
bullshit.
It's not her, Mark. It's not the little girl. You're the one that's messaging her. You didn't
Can I have her picture?
You didn't tell. What do you need her picture for?
We can actually call
so she can take and.
We could actually call the police right now, and you've already committed felonies.
You could go to jail for this. You know that. You knew that.
But you already committed felonies.
You said you told her you could get in trouble for this.
Stop.
No, you didn't, Mark.
Yes, I did.
I need you ASAP down here now. It's a family emergency, so I need you.
You want to pull it up on your phone where you told her to stop?
No, it's on my PS4.
PlayStation.
I ain't been on my Facebook or anything.
It's not on Facebook.
Show his mom.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could see.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We were just talking to her a little bit ago.
Oh my God.
These apps are coming off right now. I can show y'all. I know it's bad.
They need to.
He talk to her first.
Ma'am, I will do it for you.
Don't do anything like that yet. Just hold on a minute. Just wait a minute. I want your mom to look at it first before you do anything with it.
Okay, let me read it.
This is him. He messaged her first.
Okay.
Sent her a picture of himself. They started talking. She told him right in the beginning, I'm 13. He said, okay, I'm 38. He said, older man can get put in jail for that.
Yeah.
And she said, I've talked to older guys before. And
she is the one that is trying to get me to go over at McDonald's. Her name's Cassie.
he says,
I told her
can't
to stop
stay
it.
with you and you can't be sleeping with me, but we can eat food with one another. So he tells her, you know, they can still be friends.
Right.
And then later on back here, he tells her about where he lives, takes a picture of somebody's dog and sends it to her.
Our dog.
Tells her he likes watching movies and everything.
See, that's all my
He tells her this is just all, you know, just talk, little talk. I mean, you can see he called her, messaged her,
No, I haven't.
sent a picture,
No, I haven't.
You're a regular. We already know.
No, he's not. I'm sorry.
But his charges
Y'all
are dropped, right?
You all
Yes.
got the wrong
Okay.
person.
Right, yeah.
Yes, he's not.
But he
a-
has
No,
done
he's
it
not
before.
a offender.
Okay. He's done it before.
I said y'all got the wrong person.
No, this is your face.
Yeah, this is you. You're not an offender,
No.
but you have had
Mhm.
charges before.
Yes. That wasn't.
But
West
you were found
Virginia.
incompetent.
Yes. It was in Ohio.
Right, yes.
I know it's wrong, y'all.
Talks about watching football. Tells her he's not in school. She says, I'm 13.
Come out here. I need you.
Yeah, she's on PS4. That PS4 means come off her.
No, she's on her telephone. Mark, this little girl's parents got a hold of us and told us that somebody had been messaging her, and we found you and found your address. And you even said,
Well, your
my
son has
mom and
talked to
them.
this girl. So the parents has called them to let them know that he's talking to this 13-year-old.
On a PS4.
And he even says, my mom and them don't like me talking to younger girls,
Exactly.
but they won't know.
Mark was not speaking with a real child. He was actually speaking to an adult male portraying himself as a female child.
He's been talking to a 13-year-old.
So he says, no, you did, Mark.
This is you.
You're
Mark,
going to
this
have
is
to be
you.
honest now.
And then he said a penis.
You're going to have to start telling the truth. And then ask her, do you want a boyfriend? Older ladies don't like me.
No way.
I need my own place. I'm going on 39.
They've got everything that he has said to her, and she said to him.
My mom and them don't think that if a single man and single lady needs to get their own place together. Asked her if she wants to get married one day. I'm sure you don't want to see his penis picture.
I don't.
Your dad.
He showed his dad.
Okay. They sent that. Nope. Yeah. Do you guys like monitor what he does online, or?
I try to. But yeah, I do know that sometimes when he's on the thing, they'll act like they're above 18.
Now this one didn't.
Not above.
This one told him right in the beginning that she was.
That's
Right there.
Yeah.
So-
Mark, I'm Cassie, and I'm 15, but I older than you. Yeah. Okay, I'm 38.
Yeah.
And then she said, that's cool with me.
Okay. Well, this is a child though.
Right.
This is a 15-year-old child. He's an adult.
Right.
It's his responsibility, not the child's.
Right.
We can't blame the child for this.
Right. We need to tell him to stop.
He should have blocked her.
Yeah.
Right.
Have blocked.
And we just asked him, and he said, he knows right
I mean,
from
he knows what he's doing is wrong. I mean, he says, you guys don't let him talk to younger girls, but he can sneak and you guys
He
won't
also
find
has
out.
He does have
He's also
child's mine.
We can tell that.
Right. We can tell that. That's why whenever you come out, I knew you guys needed to be involved in
Yes.
this.
I'm glad.
He tells her, can you call me? We can have phone calls. I know you don't know what that is. So after he sent his picture, he wanted to know when he could see hers. Wanted her to send him naked pictures. And if she would have sent that, then he would have been in possession of child.
Yes.
Then he really would have been in hot water.
His is committing felony. But you know what I mean?
All this is felonies. All this is felonies. Solicitation of a minor, luring of a minor. Tells him that she tells him that she can't send pictures on her phone. He tells her he'd give her a phone so she could send pictures to him. So then, so if he has that, then you guys need to make sure that you're monitoring him better, because this is damage to child now. There's a child now that's going to have therapy and have God knows what issues now, because he was on the internet.
And he even said, I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. I shouldn't have done it. He knows he wasn't supposed to do that.
He might have a child like mine, but he knows right from wrong.
Absolutely.
He even says in here,
So
he knows he could get in trouble. He knows he could go to jail.
Help with this, because he has to
Of
stop
course,
this.
yes.
This has to stop.
Yeah.
Usually the cops would have done been here. We would have done called the cops.
Yeah, we'll make sure this is taken care of.
I'll definitely take
Yep.
We
We have to have the internet because he works from home. But if it comes to it, I'll do away with the internet. He
Well, can you guys just not take his devices from him? He doesn't need a phone. If there's internet on a phone, he doesn't need it. If there's internet on a PlayStation 4, he doesn't need it. If there's internet access somewhere, it needs to be blocked from him.
Or it needs to be.
We'll take care of it.
This is
every so often, something.
I took it off. Just for y'all.
Okay, Mark, you should have took it off for you, because you knew better.
Take this off of your
All the apps are going off today.
game systems that you have up there. You can't do anything else other than play a game. That's it. If I hear or something like this again,
Mom, that's not
you will
what
lose the
happened.
PS4.
It ain't the one that.
I've
That
watched
ain't
you
go
once,
off.
and I'm not going to do it again.
Bye.
See what I was saying about a child playing?
That's why.
It's like taking
That's why we asked
Right.
for you all
Yes.
to intervene.
And like I said, he might have a child's brain, but he knows he's done wrong.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
You can't excuse his behavior away.
Right.
I'm not trying to excuse that.
I know you're not. Dad seems like he's a little bit trying to, though. And
And like we said, we understand. We understood the mental capacity before we came. Like we said, we would have already had the cops here. We understand that.
all right.
But we also know that he knows right from wrong. And know that he knew what he was doing. He should have not been doing.
Right.
Exactly.
So we're asking for your guys' help. If he is a child, treat him like a child. Take his away from him.
Right.
I know that I've told him several times. He didn't even go on TikTok before his cousin. Hey, Mark, check this out on TikTok.
Yeah, that's no good either.
Yeah.
I told him time after time. You don't need
He
to be on
takes it off and
TikTok.
then he goes right
He
back to
removes
put
it
it
and he puts it back
on.
You can block the internet on his devices, though. That's what you need to do. Or give him a phone that he can't have the internet on. You can get the old timey flip phones that he can't get internet access
Until
to.
Like I said, if he's gonna act like he has that mind, you got to help him. You got to treat him like it.
Does he go to
I'll do my
therapy or
best.
anything for this? Or
No, the doctor's got him on anxiety meds. And I had him down here at the
Now,
I
they
believe
even
that's
done
a joke because I
yeah,
can
they
get
even
him
done an
in.
ADHD test.
They'll
on
see him
him.
maybe
Said he
one or
wasn't
two
ADHD.
times.
Done a bipolar test on him. Said he's not bipolar.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
he's-
obviously a sexual component there. I mean, he has, I know he has the charges that he has previously.
Right.
So there's obviously some kind of enticement there with him. He has an issue with sex, obviously. So he needs to, you guys need to try to get him into like a sex therapist, maybe, or somebody who can. Just,
Help
if
him
you,
with that,
if you just call around and ask,
will.
somebody who helps with
I can
sexual
call the family
or
doctor and see if she can refer
right.
him to one.
I'll even tell him, that this incident happened, and
I mean, because it
he's,
just doesn't seem
so
like it seems in a way, not saying it's just all about 13-year-olds or
right.
but there's something
Because
going on
the
with
people
that.
in his past, were they grown-ups or children?
Now that was
They
just
were-
something that he was charged with that he did not do.
It was children.
But the
they-
children, they went to school one day. I can tell you exactly what happened. He was over at his uncle's house, which lived just two houses up from us. They got into an argument over a pencil. He threw the pencil and hit the little girl in the head. Next day she goes to school and they say, "What happened?" "My cousin molested me."
But then they were taken
And
to the
then
doctors.
They take
and
all four of the children to the Rape Crisis Center down in Ashland, Kentucky,
said they wasn't
and
penetrated.
said
in
none of
any
them
way.
were penetrated, none of them were messed with. But they still put my son away for 12 years for that.
Yeah.
And then up there at Athens, Ohio, they were on him and on him and on him until he finally said, "Yeah, I touched one of them."
No, that was in Ironton.
No, that was in Athens, Ohio, at the Behavioral Health Center. That psychologist there kept after him time after time after time until he finally said, "Yeah, I accidentally touched one of them."
How long has he been out? When did he get out from that?
2-3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Has he
So,
seemed to be doing well since he's been out? Or?
Yeah,
Other than
until
TikTok and all this other bull crap.
yeah.
So he's been talking to other young girls because he said that you all didn't like him talking to young
Right.
ladies.
I don't
want
know.
him
We've
talking to
never
anybody
seen
under the
any
age
of
18,
that.
that's for
But
sure.
He,
But I do know on
two
Facebook,
little girls he talked to, right? That we know of.
Well, one of them he might not know.
I know on Facebook, because he doesn't realize that Daddy sees what he does on Facebook. He doesn't even realize that. I saw on Facebook on Saturday where this 30-some-year-old woman told my son, "Stick in your own mouth and suck it."
Yeah, he
And
don't.
I-
Yeah, see, that's
Instantly
why,
reported
yeah.
her
He,
for that.
even
Yeah.
that, he just don't need internet.
Right.
He just needs completely
Yeah.
away from internet. Especially with, like,
I mean,
a child like mine, like you
even if
said.
it's not him, he
Right,
doesn't need
it's somebody-
exposed to
exactly.
that.
Right.
So,
Mhm,
yeah, he definitely needs
absolutely.
internet took from him or
I
phone
know
took
there's
or
another girl on there. She's in her mid-20s. All the time responding to him on Facebook. "Love your picture, Mark. You're so handsome. Why don't
but
you
she
send me
does that
some money?
to
Why don't you
to
send
get
me some money so I can get me a new cell phone?"
yeah,
And people
yeah,
will
those are just
scam you.
scams.
You might
Yeah,
fall into that one
Yeah.
day and actually say, okay,
He's already thinking that.
Right.
I was gonna say he seemed like he mentioned something about that in there, didn't he?
Yeah.
He took advantage of him.
Yeah,
They do.
or go as far as
Because
to
they
giving
know.
your guys' address to somebody,
Yeah.
you know?
but the thing is though is those people out there you guys can't control.
No.
What happens here you can't
Can.
control. So you just need to
Yeah, I cannot get rid of my internet because I work.
right.
Matter
Right.
of fact, I'm supposed to be at work right now. I have
Right.
to clock out.
Well, it's I mean I understand you need
Right.
internet.
You're
Everybody
involved in this, not just me.
Right.
I need you.
Like,
but I understand you need internet for work, but he doesn't need
Right,
access
maybe,
to it.
like,
I
like you
mean,
said, watch his devices for internet.
is it like Wi-Fi to where he has
It's
to connect to
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi? Change your passwords and don't give him the password. I mean,
well, he needs a password to get in on his Facebook.
I wouldn't even let him get on
this
that.
This is
He
where
can-
this
Yeah,
happened. No,
he
doesn't
can,
need that.
So it was on PlayStation.
Yeah, that's what
PS4 is what he said.
he,
Said.
I think it was on his phone, but he can still,
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
apps that he was on,
Mhm.
he can still access there also. So, I mean,
And
he
if
doesn't
you
need
want
to
it,
access
well,
internet,
that's the
period.
thing. If you want to say play a
Why do
game,
you
I'll
freeze
come connect you to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No incentive.
and if he's got a child like mine, he's treated as a child. He needs to be. You can't get on this game. If you want on this game, I'll come get you on it. When you're done, let me know. I mean, I know it sucks that you're gonna have to monitor anymore, but you can't be talking.
No, I don't want him to do that. I
Right.
don't.
I mean, it's gonna,
Like I said, I lost him for
And not
Right.
just talking,
13
but
years. I
Right.
don't want him to
pictures
lose him
like this.
again.
right.
That's a felony in itself. Just
I
to
mean,
write
not
up.
not just what damage he's going to do to children, but like you said, you guys are going to lose your son.
Right.
He's going to end up, you know, going somewhere that you guys don't want him to eventually. And I mean,
Or somebody
exactly.
talking him into leaving his house. And
right,
exactly.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
there has girls that
Right.
told him, you know, come live with me, because he has told us. I didn't see it, but he's told us that I have a girlfriend, such and such date. She wants me to come and live with him.
Texas, California,
And he's always talking about
Florida,
getting a ticket and going, but
Alabama,
The internet is
yeah,
all evil sometimes.
Yes.
Really, it
even
is.
in
Yeah.
Charleston.
yes.
yeah. He just needs off the internet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
make sure you transfer your SSI when you move out. Move into that.
Right.
Yeah, I know why you want to
Right.
transfer that SSI so you can steal his money.
Right.
No.
Yeah. He just he needs internet access blocked. Definitely.
We will do that.
Okay. We we knew that the way that he was talking, that there was some kind of
Right.
mental.
And I'm going to get a hold of his doctor today as well.
Okay.
We do this all the time, and we don't want to do it again, because if we do it again, then we have to report.
Right.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing it to my information.
Absolutely.
I didn't know all.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't. Not
I
this.
just
We
feel
did
like
not know.
if this is going on, you just don't know what's going on.
No,
Right. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
We just beg
Because,
you
I mean, he
to-
works most of the time, and I'm down here. Mark's upstairs.
yeah. Right.
I can't see what he's doing up there.
And like you
Yeah.
said, maybe he needs to talk to somebody about.
I will get
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
going today.
Okay.
I keep telling you, you need to talk to people your own age.
But that's the thing, though. Like you said, he has a childlike
Oh, yeah.
mind,
Yeah.
so he's
It's hard.
thinking that's my age.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what he's thinking. That is my age. So yeah, he definitely needs to stay off the internet for sure. So
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
appreciate you guys.
We appreciate
like I said, he told pretty much exactly where you guys live.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have been talking to anybody, and somebody could have come in and all y'all.
Well,
You know,
I know he has put our address on there before on Facebook.
He's even
Right.
put his daggone ID on that.
Yeah, his
Oh.
yeah ID. And
Yeah.
I think maybe his social security number.
His
as
phone
well.
number, his social security number.
Yeah.
birth-
And then that becomes dangerous for everybody.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
that's
So,
yeah.
yeah,
well, we're gonna trust in you
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
my part
Yeah.
because like I
Please.
said, I don't want him gone again.
yeah.
I don't want him gone again.
And we don't feel like he needs jail.
Right.
That's not, we don't feel like that's what he needs. Or we wouldn't be calling.
Right.
And we this is our 22nd catch, and we call the cops on everybody. Everybody.
We have 4 sitting in jail still.
So he's getting a break today.
Appreciate that.
You know, if we catch him again, we won't be able to do that.
And we're,
So-
and we're trusting you guys to do something about it.
Of course.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Thank
Thank y'all.
guys.
That was a different one.
You wanna get that?
That was different.
It was very different.
Oh, you want it? Go ahead.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
That was very different. Hello. We run an organization where we put a site out on a dating site, and gentlemen, women reach out to us. We talk to them like a 18-year-old, let them know we're in the beginning. And this gentleman here, he lives right down here. He was talking to what he believed was a 17-year-old, sent pics to her, talked about having sex with her, meeting up with her. He has 4 priors of on children prior to this, and we
Okay. Let's step inside here, that way we can talk and get all the information that we need.
okay. There you go.
Okay, so you all run a business that does this to people all the time, I guess?
Organization, yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing that's the organization.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is you guys. It's all the chat logs, the like all the information that we found on him. It's all his priors. Has the somewhere in here has the witness statement from the decoy, and this is all the chat logs and everything, and all the pictures that he sent.
Okay, and he does know that this was supposed to be a 15-year-old, male or female?
Female.
Female.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
Me too, I'm Cassie. Okay. What I need you to do is, if you would, put your information up here.
Okay.
Name, date of birth, phone number, and enter your address, and then explain it all to me on paper.
Okay.
Sign and date it down at the bottom, and then this will actually get kicked up to the detectives, like, probably right now.
Okay. Yeah, we actually have on video where we went and talked to him and his parents, because there's a mental issue there with this guy. And so we mostly spoke to the parents, and was telling them they need to monitor his internet obviously more.
Where's he living at?
What was it? Because some of the messages on here from like where we was on our way today, and they were talking.
You got a whole setup there, don't you? Mic and all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's took us a while to get there, but. You still on?
No.
Okay.
No.
Usually any parents or family involved, we always blur or attempt to hide their face. However, you'll notice in this video the parents were not blurred or hidden. This is due to the fact that the parents, especially Dad, was taking no responsibility for Mark's actions. But mostly due to the fact that about a month later, Mark reached out to another decoy after his parents said they would monitor his time on the internet. To this day, Mark is still actively on sites. We have done our due diligence, though, and reported him to Adult Protective Services.
You ever touched any of your grandkids?
No, never.
Kind of hard for me to believe.
All I can do is tell you the truth. I've never touched anybody. I thought about it, but I never did.
You thought about
When
it?
chat goes wrong on the internet, talking to a decoy, but you don't know it yet. It's CPP, West Virginia with the chat logs, tracking you by your IP. We got you by the balls. When chat goes wrong on the internet, talking to a decoy, but you don't know it yet. It's CPP, West Virginia with the catalogs. Tracking you by the IP, we got you by the balls.
OMFG, Vanessa, is they serious? Or they're delirious? So we took it to another state because they're still curious. From Colorado to West Virginia, rocking to the Appalachian, putting the pedal to the metal for pedals and demonstrate. Got Tommy orchestrating, Vanessa duplicate, catching weirdos on the daily. They the most hated and the highest rated. Catching cops, retired pops, and creepy husbands. Looking for kids that ain't over the age of a dozen. Be aware and don't be surprised if you see your cousin or your baby daddy while you got one in the oven. Better hide your kids and hide your wife, no pun intended. The jig is up, now you about to witness a marriage ending. And once again, this is your first time messing with children, and this the second time you're hearing from the homie voice. Another intro in the beat with a familiar voice, popping up like Chris Hansen, and he brought the bad boy.
Talking to a decoy, but you don't know it yet. It's CPP, West Virginia with the catalogs. Tracking you by your IP, we got you by the balls. Where chatting goes wrong on the internet. Talking to a decoy, but you don't know it yet. It's CPP, West Virginia with the catalogs. Tracking you by the IP, we got you by the balls.
These are the people living next to you. Maybe upstairs or even working in the job right next to you. Or probably in the congregation fellowshipping with you. A lot of wicked souls with skeletons trapped in the closet. That's why we working together. Thank you for your involvement. If you're not supporting the plan, you're probably part of the problem. The laws is messed up. We need to bring this back to Congress. I say we get a ass to chair, and I'm just being honest. Taking innocence from a child, use a damn father. Ask me why I bother, cause if you bother my daughters, I'll make you meet your father. And it ain't no mercy for those that touch children. No rehabilitation can make them erase their victims. Tommy is Vanessa that and blah blah that. My question that I ask is where you at, and what you gon' do when it happens to you, or your loved ones who you think is more precious than you.
When chatting goes wrong on the internet. Talking to a decoy, but you don't know it yet. It's CPP, West Virginia with the catalogs. Tracking you by your IP, we got you by the balls. When chatting goes wrong on the internet. Talking to a decoy, but you don't know it yet. It's CPP, West Virginia with the catalogs. Tracking you by the IP, we got you by the balls.
Royce K did it, so you know
how old are you really? Yeah, I'm 37. 37 years old, bro. 14. I know. What would you do if you have sisters, nieces, nephews? Nothing? Do you know anybody who's 13 or 14?